Edward had arranged some milk tankers. The station master at Knapford had told him to just leave them there. Edward was skeptical, but he agreed. Edward had forgotten that Thomas was supposed to come down the line any minute, and there was Thomas. He collided in the milk cart with a bang. Edward was shocked. "Cinders and ashes! Thomas, are you okay?" said Edward. "I'm fine," said Thomas. "Just a little bruised. Then why are your eyes still closed?" "Wait, the collision already happened?" The loud bang could be heard from the station. Sir Topham Hatt came out of his office and came to see what happened. "Edward, what happened?" "We're sorry, sir. The Knapford station master, sir, told me to leave the milk tankers there, sir, and Thomas crashed into them, sir." "Don't be ridiculous. Ted would never be that stupid." "Edward, I am punishing you. Since the works is full, Thomas will have to stay there, and Harvey is at the works as well getting his crane arm fixed, and Rocky is on the other railway. And Judy and Jerome are working on the Oswald branch line. Man, we have a lot of cranes out of service. Well, I didn't know that my engines would be stupid." Edward sadly steamed off to work on Thomas's branch line. Edward unhappily chuffed at Thomas's branch line.
Yes.
Edward unhappily steamed into the Farquhar sheds. Percy and Toby were already there, as usual. "Why are you feeling down?" asked Toby. "Yeah," said Percy. "Sir Topham Hatt blamed me for an accident, and he said that I have to fill in for Thomas." "What a shame," said Toby unhappily. "That happened once on my old line. These controllers..." Sir Topham Hatt didn't know better. He wasn't there. Percy found this amusing. "Edward, the oldest and wisest engine in trouble. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! What a surprise! What a joke!" This made Toby very cross. "Percy! Edward has come here to help, and he doesn't want to get laughed at after a mishap happened." "Mishap? You mean accident on purpose? That doesn't make sense." "It does to me. You have a different brain, Percy." "I don't have a brain." Um, he kind of has a point, Toby. I'm trying to defend you, Edward, and you're defending him. Oh, sorry. You might as well go through some buffers, laughed Percy. It was a little late, and Percy had to take the mail train, so he decided to just go to sleep. Don't worry, Edward. You'll soon get used to it. Just ignore him. I will, but I keep thinking about how I can prove myself that I didn't cause that accident. Just be useful, so Topham Hatt will be expecting that. Edward just agreed and smiled off to do some work. Edward missed the main line, but he knew if he wanted to head back there, he would have to work hard. Even though he had to shunt. Edward didn't mind shunting. He had to shunt coaches to other lines. It wasn't hard work, it was pretty easy work, but Edward kind of missed the hustle and bustle of the main line. There, Henrietta's on the right line, right? Of course she is. Now let's go get a rest. In that siding right there, said Edward's driver. So they were uncoupled. From Henrietta and went off to the siding to have a rest. Edward then noticed that Annie and Clarabelle were still in the sidings. It's not on my schedule that I have to take Annie and Clarabelle. Who's taking Annie and Clarabelle? Percy has to take the mail. He needs to sleep. But I guess he still has to do it. Henrietta's on that line, so I guess I'll whistle to wake him up. Edward whistled. Percy awoke with a jump. Whoa! Percy was spooked, and suddenly he managed reverse. Whoa! He slipped on some oily rails and smashed through some buffers and into the station master's house. I feel like Thomas now. Cinders and ashes. Oh, bother. Oh. Toby looked over. Then he saw Percy through the buffers. You said Edward needed to go through the buffers, not yourself. He laughed and went on Percy's line to go get him out of the house. Edward, who had watched from the siding, couldn't help himself but laughing. But he tried to keep a straight face. Toby was coupled up to Percy, slowly but surely managed to get him back onto the rails. Percy was very embarrassed. I'm sorry I teased you, Edward. Not a problem at all. At least your comeuppance came. This island is an island full of instant karma, I must admit. I guess it is. And even Percy, who was still red in the face of embarrassment, had to agree that his comeuppance did come at the right moment. But 2 engines had to go to the works, and that was a problem for the Farquhar branch line. But that's a story for another day.